Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to another Spotlight Ravens series. I'm Aaron Schneider, the Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us from the women's lacrosse and women's soccer team is Mallory Housman. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Mallory is entering her senior year with the women's lacrosse team. She is a two-time second team HCLC selection. She has received academic all-conference with women's lacrosse and women's soccer in every year that she's been eligible. Career numbers for women's lacrosse, she has 31 goals, 14 assists, 45 points, 40 caused turnovers, 59 ground balls, and 34 draw controls. In her freshman year, she ranked third in the conference for caused turnovers per game. And in this past season, she actually led the conference in caused turnovers per match and ranked fifth in ground balls per match. As a goalkeeper in women's soccer, she has saved each of the five shots she has faced so far. So before we kick things off, you're in a unique situation where you were a charter member of the inaugural women's lacrosse team, and now you're in your senior year with the fourth year with the program, the program's fourth year. So tell a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's been awesome to see the team really grow. Freshman year, we didn't even have a full team, couldn't even field a full game. So we were playing about 3 people down compared to the other team. And now we're coming out strong, getting some wins under our belt and really improving. Coach Mack has done a great job this year coming in and helping us out. So it's been awesome.
Okay, and then tell a little bit about what's that like when you're becoming part of an inaugural team and starting something up that something completely new.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it has its ups and downs. It's got a lot of struggles. Sometimes we don't get the same things as all the other teams that have been there for a while do. Like we had to take vans for a little bit and squeeze in there, even though there wasn't enough room for us and everything like that. And we had to actually freshman year we had to shovel snow off the field before we played.
Yeah.
So we had to do a lot of things on our own just to get that team going. But it was awesome. I wouldn't have changed it for anything.
All right. So now, what is your major and minor?
I'm a biology major and I plan on going to dental school.
Right. Who is your inspiration and why?
That would definitely be my grandpa Bobby. He was crippled, but you would have never known it. He just had that happy-go-lucky outlook on life and just was always somebody you could count on for a good laugh and a smile. So he really inspires me to be that happy person every day.
Okay. And then what is your driving force / motivation?
Yeah, I guess just like in like what I want to do with the future is just basically spreading God's work. I really would like to get my doctorate in dentistry and go abroad and do some mission work with that. And that's like my ultimate goal. So just kind of service to others and really like spreading that love of God.
Did you have anywhere you wanted to go?
Um, Not anywhere specific, but I have already been to Guatemala on a trip which was a medical trip, but that was awesome. So I'd love to go back there one day.
Okay. What is your favorite aspect about sports and why?
I just love that no matter how different you are from somebody and no matter your interests, you can come out and have a common ground and just play together and all be a team and be a family. And just, I love the competitiveness of everything and love to play. That's it. It's just, I love to be a part of it.
All right. And then what is your favorite non-athletic memory at AU?
Um, that would definitely go back to the Guatemala trip. It was pretty awesome. I got to go with a few of my friends and just seeing the smiles that we put on their face just to be there and be able to help them was awesome.
So what did you guys get to do on that trip? Like,
Yeah, we saw different patients and we would do like triage where like we would like listen to what they had wrong with them or like their symptoms and stuff like that, and we would get to work with the doctors and diagnose them and basically just give them the medicine that they don't have the means to get. And we also were able to actually go on home visits there too and help them out, and it was cool to just see like the culture of it as well.
All right. And then what is your favorite athletic memory at AU? And if you want to pick one for each sport, you can. Otherwise, you can just
Yeah.
you've got one that sticks out.
Um, Definitely our win over Hanover this year. That was pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was totally unexpected because freshman year they kind of came out and kicked our butts pretty bad, and so we came back out and beat them, and that was in Lacrosse, and that was it brought actual tears to my eyes. So that was pretty cool. And then for soccer, I would just say, because this is my first year coming back out and playing,
Mhm.
and my best memory was just being out there again. It was awesome to just get to do it again and making those big saves. So,
Yeah, and for those who don't know, that women's lacrosse match against Hanover this year, it was a 9-8 win in quadruple overtime. Had a game winning goal for that. Um, so so going into the next segment of questions, that kind of the team superlative type questions, and then we can go talk about for each team separately. First, who on the team is best dressed?
definitely for lacrosse, Riley Toll. She always has those game day sunglasses on, so she wears them at practice too. So she's definitely always best dressed. And for soccer, it's a little funny. I'm gonna say Veda because whenever it's cold outside, she doesn't wear ear covers or anything. She uses this long sock and wraps it around her head. So it's kind of funny. So she's definitely the best dressed or most innovative.
Okay. Who on the team is the best dancer?
That's funny that you ask that actually, because at our final event for lacrosse and everything, they were handing out team awards, and I actually got the best dancer.
There you
So
go.
it's kind of funny, but I would never claim that. But
Okay, and what about for soccer? And is it you
oh,
go
yeah.
take?
Oh, that's a tough one. We're all always goofing around, but probably Elizabeth Graham, the
Okay.
other goalkeeper. Yep.
All right. Who on the team is the Joker slash prankster?
I think we all kind
What-
of have that for lacrosse, definitely. If I don't know if you've ever been in the gym and during our practices or whatnot, but we're always just joking around, like serious, obviously,
Yeah.
but like joking around with each other, quoting TikToks and
Mhm.
everything like that.
Okay.
But I don't know, that's hard. I would definitely say probably Caitlin Lawson.
Okay.
And then for soccer, uh, Meg White, she was a freshman
Mhm.
goalkeeper.
All right. Who on the team is most outgoing?
Um, that's we all once again like we're all just a
Mhm.
great group, I'd say. um, Definitely the most outgoing for lacrosse. I would say Sam Huber. She just gets along with everybody, and she's an awesome lacrosse player. So and then HP, Hannah Plank for soccer, which we get her back for lacrosse this
Mhm.
year.
Yep.
So that's awesome.
All right. And then who is the on the team is the best trash talker?
Oh boy. I would say Abby Miller. She definitely is always talking to the other team. Maybe it's not so much trash talker, but just talker, because she's always talking to the other team, good or trash talking. But for soccer, that's hard because I don't really know. I'm standing back in the goal, so I
Fair.
stay
Yeah.
away from everybody. I don't ever get to hear it.
All right. Who on the team is the pregame DJ?
For soccer, that's like Nadia, I think. And then for lacrosse, it's Caitlin Lawson, and she's our practice one too, Caitlin.
All right. And then what is your team's go-to pregame song?
um, for lacrosse is God's Plan. It's I don't know how, but it's always been that since freshman year, and it just stuck. And then for soccer, we have a whole long playlist for go-to game songs. So
Yeah. And I've heard there's a super secret one.
yeah, there's a super secret one.
And then what is your go-to pregame song?
Honestly, I just listen to the songs that they play before the game. That gets me pumped up. We have an awesome playlist, both soccer and lacrosse.
Yep.
So that gets me pretty hyped up and ready to play. So
All right. And then going into the next segment of questions. First, what is your favorite season?
my favorite season is definitely like I would probably say the fall. It's definitely the best time to play. It's nice out. It starts cooling down a little bit, which kind of stinks for lacrosse season, but it's a little too
Yeah.
cold for me in lacrosse season.
Yeah, you have to deal with things like snow in April.
Yeah, yeah. You never know what you're gonna get sometimes.
Yeah. What is your favorite pregame meal?
Definitely Panera. Their mac and cheese hits the
Okay.
spot every time.
Do you have any pets? If so, what kind and what are their names?
Yes, I do have pets. I have two dogs. I have a little white dog. Her name's Bridget. She was actually my grandma's dog, but we got her when she passed away. And then I have another dog. She's a black lab, and her name's Lola.
Okay. Have you ever traveled out? I mean, well, we know that you've traveled outside the
Yeah.
country. That is it just one trip, or you've been to other
So,
places as well?
my family and I love to travel. We love to go to the beach. So we've been out quite a few times on cruises or like going to resorts or stuff like that. But we've been to the Dominican and Turks and Caicos. So lots of fun, cool places.
All right. And then, what is your favorite TV show?
Grey's Anatomy, definitely. I feel like I'm in it wearing my scrubs right now, actually. But
All right. What is your favorite thing to do outside of your sports?
yes, I actually love to paint, and I can't really find that much time to do it anymore, but I love it so much, and I got to do it a lot in high school. But surprisingly, I love to paint.
Okay. What is your favorite holiday?
I would say probably like Thanksgiving or Christmas because that's when most of my family gets together, which those are kind of basic, but like I just love it because everybody just comes together, all the cousins, everybody. So
All right. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be?
my friends definitely know this one. I would most definitely have a goat. I have always wanted a little pygmy goat. So I keep begging my parents for one, but that's funny. I would always want a goat.
All right. When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up?
um, surprisingly, from like compared to the sports that I play, I wanted to be a princess. My
Okay.
favorite color was pink, and I just always wanted to be a princess. But now instead, I wear cleats and hold a lacrosse stick or wear smelly goalie gloves. So,
Yeah. I never heard the bit about goalie gloves until this year. And,
yeah,
and then I started, it's like, and then it's like when I actually think about it, it's like, oh yeah, those can, yeah, those would definitely get smelly after time.
yes, they definitely do.
All right. And then, other than the sports you play, what is your favorite sport?
I love basketball. I used to play it in high school, so I guess, but I love basketball, love to watch it, love to play it. So,
Okay. What are your favorite hobbies?
That kind of goes back to like the painting and everything like that. I love to paint, love to work out, go on walks with my dogs, just hang out with friends. I'm a big family gal, so I love to go see my cousins all the time and just play with them. So
All right. Why did you choose AU?
I chose honestly, I AU was not on my list at first. I wanted to go far away from home, big school, which is not quite the same as Anderson. But whenever I came up and visited, I just fell in love with the campus and fell in love with the community of it all and just everything about it. It's so close knit and it's honestly a family and I love it there. So
Okay, and then I asked a little bit about this, but like, was lacrosse a part of it?
yes, most definitely lacrosse. That's what I came for. Honestly, that's what even brought me to the school. And I love the fact that like we were starting the program off. I just loved that we were going to be the founders of something and we could be make something great like that. So,
Okay, and then I accidentally skipped over this one. What is a little known but amazing fact about yourself?
oh boy. I can juggle with that's my hidden talent, but I kind of tell too many people about it, but I can juggle.
Okay, what is your favorite class at AU and why?
Oh, my favorite class was definitely my molecular genetics class, which doesn't sound too fun, but it was pretty awesome. I had great professors, Dr. Lyle Apolito and Dr. Butler, and it was discussion based. So not only did we learn so much and really apply it, we also just like grew together as a class and were able to talk and really build that relationship. So that was awesome. I loved it.
All right, who's your favorite professor at AU and why?
That goes back to Dr. Lyle Apolito. She's the best, honestly. Not only has she impacted my life academically, but really like spiritually and personally. She's been awesome. She's been there for me through a lot of hard times. So,
All right, what are your plans after college?
right now, actually, I am preparing for dental school. So, getting ready to take the standardized test for that, the DAT. And so I'm hoping to go to IU or stay somewhere close to Indiana. But yeah, I would like to go to dental school.
All right, and then finally, what do you want your lasting legacy at AU to be?
Honestly, I just want the lacrosse program to really flourish. I love the direction that we're going in, and it makes me really proud to like know that we kind of started that. So I love how awesome it is, and I just want it to still hold the same values that like we have right now of those like family aspects, the right players for our team, and just pushing through all of the unexpected twists and turns of a new team, honestly.
All right. Well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with our YouTube channel for any more Spotlight Ravens series or any other content we may be pushing out. And then Mallory, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.